Alrighty. Yep. It's your boy Jalen. And I'm here with
I was gonna say ghost at first. Golly. Okay.
it's your boy Jalen. I'm here with Kevin G.
Kevin G, aka Kevin G made a banger. I was a fan.
Yeah. But we're here on this first stream of StreamYard. We're testing things out. The internet might be, a little messed up, but everything's looking all right. So Kevin, talking about world events. There's something recently that's just been happening over across the world right now with Israel and the Palestinians. And from what I was looking into it, it looks like the Palestinians and the Israelites have been fighting each other for a couple of years now, but it's like it's gotten to like a higher level. And this is like my thing to you, like, because I know we don't know too much about what's going on over there. We don't know the whole politics, but it's like as civilians, like how much do you think us Americans take things for granted? Because like that could be us.
Oh, we take a lot.
Like real talk, like
Do you have siblings? No, you don't
I do have an older sister.
have. No, younger.
Oh yeah,
That you went through a whole lot, and then you just see they get the privilege that you didn't have. They don't understand it's a privilege to have what you didn't have. Like
right,
they just it's just all of these just different times, though. That's how.
right.
It's just different times.
And it,
But
well, man, like to think to like grow up. Just imagine you growing up going to school. Your culture and their culture is based around religion. Like it's strong when it
yeah,
comes to religion. Like our culture is more loose about it.
what's the word? Extremists.
Extremists.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like when you look into this like subject, it's really out of not just like land and territory, but it's also like a religious background. Because you look back in the day, the holy wars was based off of who had control over Jerusalem, which was the Holy Land, the Christians or back then the Jews,
Mm-hmm.
and the Muslims. And now we're seeing that like modernized today, which is where in this situation the Jews have like they pretty much got the grip of the land. But it's like there's this group called Hamas, which is like I think I looked into it. They originally called the Muslim Brotherhood,
Okay.
and the way the media portrays them, and from what we see, we only can see so much because the media only shows so much. But like, how do you feel? How do you think that they feel knowing, even though that we don't have the same religious backgrounds they do? How do you think they feel about the rest of the world and how the rest of the world treat
Um, this is what I think. I think people have a problem with wanting control.
them?
A lot of people don't know what to do. Really, they just know what they want, and sometimes it's not good for everybody.
Right.
So it's like to me, it's selfish in a sense because what you gonna do after you get the control?
Try to enforce it on other people.
Exactly, and you gonna try to like use your own rules and laws and different administration that's
Mm.
not good for everybody.
Right.
It's like I said, it's selfish to me,
Right.
but um, I think it also depends on like what are you doing it for?
Mm.
Is a good intention behind what you're doing?
Right. That's the big thing, and we could also look at not just in that situation, but like every nation's construct, especially America.
Right.
We know what
Was it?
America was built
What was
off.
the world religion? Is Christianity?
Like it's the number one like religion when it comes to
Yeah.
like people who are in faith is Christianity.
And that's another thing.
But the
With
thing is
people,
with them, they're like a branch of Christianity, but it's like different. They like
right?
Judaism. They look at Jesus differently than we do. So
Because some Christians we don't follow the book. We don't follow the
oh
book
yeah,
like
we
how we
should,
should,
yeah.
and that's how why people look at other Christians like it's a stereotype. Like it's like we fake stepping.
Mm.
We fake step. We're not
Because they're
walking
more
into our
like
faith.
they're more extreme with their stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why they be looking at us a certain way.
Mm-hmm. And that's we that's probably that's like how we see them probably
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want to say something wrong. It's like the way they see us, like I just said, like we have stepping.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably like how we look at them.
Right. But the
Not
way the
like
media portrays them is like their extremeness and like their extreme ways is dangerous to the world.
media always gonna twist things up. Man.
But do you feel, I don't know if it's messed up, but do you feel like it's wrong to want to be extreme about your faith?
Extreme and passion are two different things. Extreme to me means go overboard.
Okay.
Now passion, that's basically like having a love for what you're into or what you're doing.
All right.
So it's a thin line between extreme and
Okay.
passion.
And do you think like, because I've been looking into the media, like how they were talking about how the situation started.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, a month ago, Biden sent $6 billion to Iran for like some kind of trade deal, like with like American prisoners, and $6 billion. Yeah,
American prisoners.
yeah,
Like
$6 billion to get
what's her
American
name?
prisoners.
Like the girl. Do this have anything to do with?
Oh no, that's not the Russia situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, this is Iran. They sent $6 billion to Iran, and you know, USA and Iran not really friends. Like we beefed with them in the past. Like we went in a whole war with them in the past. But like the way they're set up now, they're a superpower now. They got nuclear capability like we do, and they got the lead in when it comes to oil production. So it's like we can't really want to mess with them unless we mess with our own oil, unless we just totally invade them like we did in Afghanistan. But that didn't work. You saw how that went. That went bad. And that was with a nation that didn't have nuclear capability. So now when you look at Iran, it's like, dang, like you gotta be more cautious of how you want to deal with them, because people are alleging that Iran was the people funding Hamas, which is the people who are fighting Israel. Yeah. And it's like we are blaming them, and they just recently came out with death to it, like literally chanting death to America. And it's like, dang, like the situation looks a little more serious than just those two fighting. It's like, dang, everybody else is like kind of leaning into the situation. And like we also sent a destroyer, like a U.S. carrier destroyer, in the seas of Israel to help Israel out. And Iran vocally talked about trying to help the Hamas people. So it's like, dang, it's like we are getting involved a little bit more than we should be.
You know, I don't know with this country sometimes. I don't know with this country sometimes. I have my opinion about Biden, but I'm not gonna talk about that.
No, like what's your opinion? This ain't like nothing wrong.
He's wicked.
Yeah.
He is wicked. You seen the way he touched children?
Be sniffing them and shit. It's just not right. It's not
caressing somebody's face. You know how nasty a person's hands is?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we took doorknobs and door handles, and you don't know what other people touching. People digging their nose. People wipe the bottom of their shoe. You just scratched your nose, bro. Like, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. He just touching people's face, children's face. Children can get easily infected from anything get sick.
Right.
However, whatever. It's just his characteristics. It begs the question.
It begs the question. I say it all the time. That's why you're laughing. But okay, this is my final question, and it's not really much to do with the two subjects, but this is like my question for the future of the world, not just America, but the world. Do you feel like younger people should be running this stuff now? Like you look around the world, the nations around the world, there's a bunch of older people from back in the day that had war experience, right, dealt with different systems, dealt with different people, like allowances, like oh, back in the day we didn't allow this, so we're gonna try and enforce this on other people. Do you feel like for a better future we need people from each nation to have a young person represent the nation? Do you think that will cause more peace versus like strife? Because I feel, to me, it feel like because of the old heads in every nation, there's just beef because they've had beef with us, and our old heads had beef with them back in the day.
But it's like the
people just we're not tripping about that.
Right.
But don't get me wrong, there's a lot of us young people who have strong, are very passionate about our beliefs.
Say too, because it's like the way I'm looking at this situation is like, a child versus an adult. Like children don't have the mental capacity of knowing right from wrong.
Right.
Versus an adult. Like adults know what's good for us.
But sometimes they don't know because we were raised different. Like, okay, we're all those too.
Somehow.
I'm saying that okay, this is how I look at it. The age limit to become a president of the United States is 35. Normally 35 years old is a person who would know what they got going on.
Okay.
That's a smart young person.
Now.
Shouldn't there be an age limit to our leaders?
Think about the experience.
Yeah. But now we've seen the experience. People run our stuff. And it's like, it begs the question and wonder, like, are they really running it right? Or are they just being greedy? Because they come from an era where, okay, war is all we know. Oh, let's be greedy. Oh, it's okay to be grimy to other people. But our younger generations have become more like lax with, hey man, why don't we just, be more together about stuff? Put my charger on my computer. Put my computer down.
It's just not gonna work like that. We want it to work like that. We want everything to be cohesive. It's not gonna work like that. Because it's really a dog eat dog world.
Yeah.
It's a dog eat dog world out. So that's a tough one. I would love for that to happen though. Young people take over and make amends, and we all get together and kumbaya.
Find a way to resolve situations. I feel like, me personally, I feel like nuclear weapons should be dismantled all around the world.
Yes, because why do we have them?
There's no reason to. Because the reason we have them because we want to say we have the bigger stick than other people.
So it's just power.
Yeah.
That's how the power, greed.
But that power can destroy us all.
Exactly.
And it's sad.
Why we all just can't work together? I don't know. That's why we have the people we have now.
Yeah. Do you feel that with the situations and the tensions that's been around the world, do you feel that America, I can't say for the rest of the world, do you feel America has a longevity of being a very strong competitor against everybody else?
If we could quit fighting ourselves, yes.
Right.
We fight ourselves too much. We hurt ourselves too much unintentionally. It's from the food we eat, from the way we treat each other. Like, I mean, that probably happened all over the world too, but like we do it the most. I feel, other than other nations. I feel like other nations stick together more than we do.
And why do you feel that they stick together more? Like, what's the one it factor they got that we don't, that keeps them together more?
It's like, okay, like, this is how I can break it down. Like, we're so like, we the United States, right? But we're divided racially. What's the word?
Economically?
Not economically, but that too as well. I want to say, was it ethnicity? I want to use the right word, ethnicity. We got the black on black crime.
Yeah.
We got black on white crime. We got white on black crime. White on Mexican, Hispanic crime. We got, like, we are just going against each other instead of just coming together and being the United States. You feel me?
Yeah. Because if you think about it, the United States has never ever really been the United States.
Never. We can't slavery. 400 years of 400 plus years of slavery. Like, and we still, and then we get. I'm not gonna say we totally free, but we get free, and we
still dealing with the powers that be.
Exactly. And like I said, we get the freedom, but we misuse the freedom. We don't pay. It's like we're not paying homage to the people that died before us.
Right. We don't.
That really went through the fire to get us to where we at now.
And it's kind of sad because like they had to die, and then we are here embellishing on that freedom, but they really we just throwing it away. Like I'm not saying everybody, obviously we don't, but I'm just saying like majority of us throw that away.
And that's how I feel like other nations see us. Like we can't even be strong with amongst ourselves.
All right.
I feel like they more put together than we are. Like it's probably like that out there, but it's like I feel like social media also play a role into it too with us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's probably the same thing going around the world, but we show a lot more like
than what they do.
Yeah, like we're more divided. We show that we're more divided.
And that's probably why a lot of nations have been like making moves, like Russia with Ukraine, Palestine with Israel. Shoot, China almost trying to invade Taiwan. I mean, you just never know. And it's crazy. Like in our faith, wars will happen, chaos, famine, all that's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen. Like we try to avoid it, but it's supposed to happen. It's crazy.
We can't do nothing bad.
Yeah.
That's the way we live in, man.
Yeah. Well, that was the first StreamYard test. I feel like everything went well. Yep,
I really like this ambiance.
Oh yeah, the background. Yeah, we learned that in class. Yeah. It does really well.
I like the look piano.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's our first stream test. This is Jalen Perkins signing off.
That'll be good.
Yep.